Today we will be testing the TMMS Oscillator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the TMMS Oscillator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 597 indicators, with 247 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test all these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the TMMS Oscillator. You can see it here on the bottom of the screen. I actually have two of them. I have one here and then one down here, but they've both been slightly modified. And so on this first one right here, what I did was I went in and took these from a histogram like such, and I turned them into columns like that. All three of these, histogram up, histogram down, and histogram no, had been changed to columns, so that way they're just a lot easier to see. And then that left the center line right here that switches from red to green, quite challenging to see. And so what I did was I added a second one to screen, and then I just turned off all those histograms and just left the Hall portion of it right there. So all right, the setup on this is we are basically looking for a zero line cross, more or less, for the lack of a better term. And so we're looking for when we get a red bar to the downside, and we also need the whole line to be red as well. When we get those two lined up, then we will go short. On the reverse side, when we get a green bar to the upside and the whole line down here is also green, then we are going to go long. So that's the setup we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. So we get a break in the red candles for just a moment with this gray bar right here, or the red bars, not the candles. So we get a break in the red bars for just a moment with this gray bar right here, and then we pick back up with more red bars on this one. And moving down to the whole line, you can see that that is also in the red position. And so we jump in right there. We get a decent little push to the downside right before the correction back up, and that is enough to come down and get us to our take profit. So let's go ahead and continue on. Alright, so the second signal that we pick up is a long signal. Unfortunately, it's right at the top of this push right here before we get a correction pullback right here, which comes down just far enough to stop us out on that one. But then we do pick up another long right there on that one. And you can see we get that decent little push to the upside, which gets us to take profit on that one. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Everything in focus. Alright, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we get out of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So we have 17 trades altogether, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 winning trades. And so that's not going to quite meet that 60% criteria that we are looking for. If I could spit it out here. Yeah, it was doing really well. So it does really well in a trending market, but then as soon as it hit consolidation, it really just kind of fell apart. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losing trades back to back to back on top of each other during this area of consolidation right here, but then picked up, win after win after win once we started to get back into a trending market again. And so, but I mean, unfortunately, in theory, it, that means that if we coupled it with a decent trend indicator or a consolidation range filter, something like that, then it might have a chance to do a lot better. But again, then we start to run into some other issues. But this did get really close to that 60% criteria, and so definitely wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. I mean, a decent number of trades within 1 year. If we filtered out a good chunk of these losing trades during that consolidation, then that would look really decent. And so, but with that being said, it is going to have to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.